Hello again, Miss Debbie here with two final stories for the month of March. And I see some of you have been scrolling through our older stories and finding some tidbits that you'll really enjoy. So go ahead. Um, there's almost 5 years of stories behind us. So take your pick and have fun, enjoy. Some of them include songs too. Some are bedtime stories, and some are a Mother Goose group with some different kind of songs there. So right now, the two stories that I have are bedtime stories, and happy to present to you I Dare You Not to Yawn by Helene Boudreau and illustrated by Serge Bloch. Right? Did you ever try not to yawn? Wait a minute. Just saying the word makes you want to yawn. Oh, yoy, yoy. I think if nobody knows really what causes yawning except it's when you're tired, but to stop yawning, here's my trick. Take a deep breath in through your nose, fill up your lungs, blow it out through your mouth. And that kind of brings the oxygen in so you don't feel tired and sleepy and like you want to yawn. So that's my little trick. But all it takes is one person to yawn and then everybody's yawning. This is published by one of my favorite publishers, Candlewick Press. I dare you not to yawn. Yawns are sneaky. They can creep up on you when you least expect them. Look, that little cat is yawning. I see my dog yawn. Yeah, maybe I would see my cat yawn. There you are, minding your own business, building the tallest block tower in the history of the universe, or dressing up the cat, when suddenly your arms stretch up, your eyes squish tight, your mouth opens wide, your tongue curls back, and a yawn pops out. Next thing you know, you're being sent upstairs to get your pajamas on. Pajamas lead to bedtime stories, and bedtime stories lead to sleepy time songs. And sleepy time songs lead to goodnight hugs and kisses. And before you know it, you're tucked into bed, snug as a bug, and wondering, how did I get here? I'm not ready for bed. So, if you're not ready to go to bed, follow these tips and do not yawn. If someone else yawns, like your baby brother or your big sister or the dog, oh, look away, look away, look away quick. Yawns are like colds. They spread. Stay away from huggable, soft animals, soft, cozy pajamas, and your favorite blankie because these can make you feel too snuggly. Avoid bedtime stories about sleepy baby animals like tiger cubs arching their backs in one last stretch, their eyes squished tight and their tongues curled back. Roar, roar, roar. Or you might start feeling stretchy too. Don't sing sleepy time songs about twinkling stars. You know what song that is. Or buying sheep, especially the counting kind. 1 sheep, 2 sheep, ba, ba, ba. And whatever you do, don't think of droopy-eyed baby orangutans holding their long arms out for a hug from their mamas. Their little mouths forming perfect O's. I think orangutans are famous for yawning. Uh-oh. If you try all these things, but a yawn still creeps up and grabs a hold of you, quick, quick, cover your mouth to keep it from escaping. Because if your arms stretch up, your eyes squitch tight, your mouth opens wide, and your tongue curls back. Oh no! And a yawn pops out. Oh, feels good to yawn. Then off to bed you go. Oh boy, just because of one little yawn. Or big yawn. See? I told you. Yawns are sneaky. But it's good to go to bed and go to sleep. The end. That's a cute story. Hey, they say nothing is sweeter than sleep. Not a lollipop, not a piece of peppermint candy, or a cube of sugar. Nothing is as sweet as sleep. So here is a sleepy time story. It's a little bit long. So if you're watching this before bedtime, you might very well fall asleep and do that yawning stuff before this book is out. All the awake animals are almost asleep. By Crescent Dragonwagon. What a name is that? Crescent Dragonwagon. And illustrated by David McPhail. Just pick up this book for the illustrations. You can find it in your library. And this is published by Little Brown and Company, New York. The animals are looking in the window. You can tell it's nighttime because the lights are on in the house. This is told in rhyme. My little one, lay down your head. It's time to doze. It's time for bed. You tell me I'm not sleepy now. Just try, I say. You ask me, how? Oh, look at the parrot sitting on the elephant's trunk. The answer, darling little child, is every creature tame and wild, has night and day, has still and leap, has wide awake and sound asleep. Look, even all the awake animals are getting sleepy. Look at that. Look at their eyes are starting to close. In fact, Antelope is already asleep all the way to his antlers. And there's the letter A. Baby Bison has bedded down beside her brother in the barn. Listen to all those alliterative B's. Cat's curled up on a crimson couch cushion, the letter C. Can you make the letter C? It's easy. While chimpanzees created a cozy cradle of leaves, and she and her child climb in cuddling. After a day in the desert, Dromedary drops down to his knees, dozing under the date palms. Guess what? My name starts with that beautiful letter D, Debbie. Each evening, Elephant eases her elegant ears and edges into sleep. F. Fox, fading fast, finds rest in the forest. P.S. Foxes are nocturnal, so they sleep in the day. While Frog just floats, letting her feet flop until they find firm footing near the ferns. Whoa, that's a tongue twister or a lip twister. Let's try that again. While Frog just floats, letting her feet flop until they find firm footing near the ferns. Near the ferns. Ferns are beautiful plants. Goose and gander say, "Good night, darling goslings," and they all go to sleep in the garden. Hedgehog is hibernating, hiding in her hole. Ibex inches his way up the icy incline toward a good day's nap. J. And Jaguar stops jumping through the jungle, just resting now. Kangaroo and koala are kins. That means they're related. Each curls up in his mother's king-sized, kid-sized pouch. That's remarkable, isn't it? That they have a pouch to carry their little babies. As the light laps the leaves, lion lies down, lounging low with lioness and the little ones. Mole makes a mattress of mud as the moon rises over the mountain. Look at those long fingernails. That's good for scratching mud. While nightingale naps in a nest near the ground. Otter, overcome, is out in the ocean, rocking on and on, oh so gently. They sleep on the water. Amazing. In a protected place on a precipice, panda plumps down peacefully. Don't you love the use of all these letters? What can be done with Q? Quetzal, wrapped in her quilt of feathers, grows quiet. Rabbit relaxes into restful repose, dreaming of ripe red radishes. Me too, I love radishes. S. Swan, eyes shut, slumbers, standing single-legged on the shore. As snake sighs and starts to slither toward a sweet, slumberous snooze, and sloth just sleeps. Sloths just hang there. Turtle's tired and turns in, tucking each tiny toe into her tight shell. Underneath an umbrella of leaves, Urubu nestles his head under his night black wing, unaware of the waking world. Vole vanishes into a violet shadowed valley. A vole is a little rodent-type creature. Walrus wades into the waves and catches 40 wet winks. Sometimes we call a nap taking 40 winks. Winks are like what happens when you start falling asleep, like yawns, right? And your head nods. X. Expecting an exceptionally excellent night's rest, yak yawns. And zebra just Z's. That's what we say when you're, oh, I need to take a nap. I need to catch some Z's. Well, here it is, an alphabet of ways to sleep, of ways to rest and ways to keep. A stillness quiet through the dark, without a chirp or roar or bark. Each animal from A to Z has found itself so sleepily, its pond or tree or pile of hay to rest in, nest in, Z to A. And you, my little human one, since night is here and day is done, And since you have a cozy bed, a pillow for your dozy head, with no more why and not one how, might you like them start sleeping now? Look at the lion. He's sound asleep. And here's a little kid. Shh, shh, shh. Doesn't really want to go to sleep, but his eyes are starting to close too. The end. What a beautiful book. Here's my song for your bedtime. It goes like this. If you're sleepy and you know it, blink your eyes, blink, blink. If you're sleepy and you know it, blink your eyes, blink, blink. If you're sleepy and you know it, you will always show it. If you're sleepy and you know it, blink your eyes, blink, blink. If you're sleepy and you know it, wink one eye. Oh, I'm trying to keep my eyes open. If you're sleepy and you know it, wink one eye, wink, wink. If you're sleepy and you know it, you will always show it. If you're sleepy and you know it, wink one eye, wink, wink. If you're sleepy and you know it, nod your head, nod, nod. If you're sleepy and you know it, nod your head, nod, nod. If you're sleepy and you know it, you will always show it. If you're sleepy and you know it, nod your head, nod, nod. And here's your yawn. If you're sleepy and you know it, give a yawn. Oh, oh, oh. If you're sleepy and you know it, give a yawn. Oh. If you're sleepy and you know it, you will always show it. If you're sleepy and you know it, give a yawn. Oh, yawn, yawn. And here's my antidote. If you're sleepy and you know it, take a deep breath. In through your nose and out through your mouth. If you're sleepy and you know it, take a deep breath. That feels good. If you're sleepy and you know it, you will always show it. If you're sleepy and you know it, take a deep breath. And like I said, that'll bring some oxygen in and keep you awake for a few minutes longer. I hope you enjoyed these bedtime stories, and I will see you next time. Bye.